Now, the other big one, working from home has now become such a part of what we do as a workforce, as a society, and this again creates an opportunity for a tax benefit. The good old days of the big COVID incentives are gone, so they're no longer available, but there's still some opportunity to get a reasonably significant, particularly if you work 3 days from home. This can really add up. Again, QR code in the corner. So the basic rules are you can take the easy way out and claim a fixed rate method of 67 cents an hour. Now, 67 cents doesn't sound an awful lot, but there are 1,800 working hours in a year, so it does add up. Or you can claim the actual costs. For most people, the 67 cents option will be almost as good and way less work. Unless you have significant expenses, maybe you have a home study, but if you're working on your laptop on the dining room table, the 67 cents is generally going to be a better answer. The 67 cents is designed to cover the incremental costs of working out: electricity and gas, phone and internet, stationery, and computer consumables. For most people, they will be relatively small. The days when you chew through paper and printer ink are now largely behind us. Most of us operate even in financial services like Life Sherpa, we are very much a paperless business, and so consumables are less of a big deal. But certainly phone and internet, stationery, so your daily planner, pen, your notebook, briefcase, all those sort of things. But in the context of home office, it's largely easier just to claim the 67 cents. You can also separately claim, so you can claim the 67 cents and then separately claim depreciation on equipment that you use, such as your computer, bookshelves, chairs, desks, whatever else that you might have for your work. You always got to prorate this between personal use and work use, but this can certainly add up. If in doubt, get your accountant to work it out for you. For some people, it may also be possible to claim what are called occupancy costs. This is mortgage interest, rent, water, council and water rates, land tax, insurance. But bear in mind that there are CGT implications for doing it. And they're generally not available to employees. So unless you are employed from home where your employer does not provide an office. So if you have a desk in the city but happen to work at home 3 days a week, this is not for you. If you're employed remotely as maybe a sales rep in a remote territory and you must work at home and you do have a dedicated space that's not used for anything, or you're a chiropractor and you've got or a masseuse where you've got a separate room set aside for that work, then this could be for you. But bear in mind that the CGT implications for, particularly if it's your home, can come back and bite you at the end of the day. Talk to your accountant. Now, when you're working from home, there are things you can claim. So no coffee, tea, milk, and bickies. Even if your employer did provide them for you in the office, not tax deductible. You can claim stuff that relates to your kids' education. So if you buy an extra iPad that your kids use for school or to watch Bluey, not deductible. Anything your employer gives you or reimburses you for, not deductible. So that's why the 67 cents is often the easiest, quickest route.